Hey everyone, I'm going to be starting out today with the Leopard prototype here again. Um, hopefully going to finish this grind sooner or later here. But yeah, let's hop into a battle here. Nice to see you, Will, Floyd, and Casper. And anyone else that's kind of lurking around here. Okay, you got top tier. Yeah, kind of a brawling map, but we'll make it work. Hello, 23. But yeah, I kind of said in chat, let me know if anything's kind of funky with the stream throughout it. Just change around a couple settings, and also thank you very much, Jerry, for the subscription. Hello, John. I mentioned last night I'm gonna give it a shot again, kind of streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, but we'll see if it actually works out here. YouTube's working here, but this Twitch doesn't say that it's connected though. There we go. But nothing's gonna change. YouTube, you know, everything's gonna be on here still. Just, you know, giving it another go and seeing if it's worth it streaming to both again. But yeah, let's see. I was gonna push a little bit harder here, but we only have myself in a WZ-111. Okay, the E50, I can pen him on the I can pen him on the turret, but the I-6 poses a little bit more of a problem. Nice to see you, Victor. So far not good. We lost 2 tanks to their 1. And they're still pushing in. Problem I have right now is we're pretty much evenly matched here. However, we really need that center area to win. It's just, you know, if I pop out here, they have a Leopard prototype now. Now we're not evenly matched, which, you know, I'm fine with. As long as we win the center, we'll be fine. I don't have a... Nah, there's no, I didn't add it in the video description, sorry. Link to Twitch. Yeah, pretty much my username over there is C_Menz. If you put that after twitch.com, I think that's the URL. Yeah, WZ is going to be able to hold that for a minute. It's just, unfortunately, we did end up losing the center here. Crap, that's the actual shot that I wanted to do there. We're about to get flanked. At this point, you know, we're down by 2 tanks, but it's going to be a little bit more complicated than just that. I should... unfortunately, I didn't reload before him. Yeah. I'm gonna die here. Oh well. I still eked out 2,500 damage. It's just... We lost a few tanks from pushing a little bit too hard. I'm not too sure. You know, I guess he is covering us, but... Yeah, our team, they just pushed a little too far and they kind of got surrounded. Thank you, Will. Alright, so let me add these tank requests up. There we go. Okie dokie. Let me check one thing here. Aha, that's what I wanted to make sure. There we go. Thank you very much, McFarty, for following over there, William. That's what I wanted to check. That's gonna take me 1 second here to fix when it comes to Streamlabs. I was like, huh, I don't think I remembered to switch Streamlabs, the Twitch things, over there. And I was definitely right. So thanks for reminding me about that. It's just gonna be 1 second before I pop into the WoT here. Just need to switch that around for a second. There we go. That's good. I don't think that shouldn't mess up anything over here. All right, all fine and dandy. Hello, Voren. Nice to see you. Oh, I know. I definitely like YouTube better, which is, nothing's changing on the stream here. It's just, you never know. Someone that might not watch any streams on YouTube might find me on Twitch, and they might want to pop over here. But that's mainly the only reason. All right, so T110E3. Nice, you got the T28 HTC. But yeah, there's a 30-minute timeout for gambling. Hello, Dana. Nice to see you. Which the Halloween mode, I thought it was supposed to release today. However, that was a little bit of miscommunication. Wargaming, they said the patch was coming out, which it did. So all the servers have the mode essentially enabled. However, it's not releasing until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time across all the servers tonight, basically. So that'll be popping up, basically for most people tomorrow for the NA server. With it, there's two different modes. There's a 15 versus 15 PvP where two teams fight across the map. Essentially, the map that I was just on, but really Halloween themed. And there's two different types of tanks. One called Franken, one called Stein. Both have multiple turrets, and you'll be fighting, against 15 other players. The other mode is the PvE, where it's you and 14 other people on your team against the Leviathan. So think really gigantic King Tiger, all spooky with 12 guns. That's trying to basically get through and basically rush the gate essentially, which it seems pretty interesting the way that they have that set up. But And then it has basically 14 little minions that aren't too much of a... This is gonna hurt. And I got ammo rack and tracked. Awesome. This is not good. I should not have pushed out as far as I did because I'm in a T110E4. But I was a little bit too aggressive there. Yeah, he might kill me here, to be honest. Nope, that guy will. He's using APCR because why not? I'll pop into another E4 match because that was really terrible. I'll play it after the RU 251, but I shouldn't have pushed out as far as I did there. But exactly the reason why I like the E3 over the E4. It's pretty damn fragile for TD, basically, that doesn't have a lot of speed, and it is a little bit clunky as far as the size, but I shouldn't have pushed out like that. Hello, Tommy, Randall too. Hello, Leith. Nice to see you. Alright, where do I want to... I guess I'm going to try to scout, but never mind. One of them are going to push down. Not a lot of people, it looks like, are going to sit around the base. Of course we have people... Like, I was looking at our couple TDs, and yeah, we have a T25 too, but the other... They're going to be able to push down there. There's no sense in me trying to get stuck down in the gully there. Hello, Marga. Okay, that was a dumb shot on my part. I aimed too low, but I also kind of forgot the shell velocity on this is not very fast. I would have been behind him anyway. Come on, team. Basically all of our fast tanks outside myself, they went to basically the closest flank. So I really hope that they're able to push that, because otherwise we gave away the north here for very little reason. He doesn't have gun depression. No, that was a bad trade there for me. I'm not going to be able to fight up here anymore. Hello, Toma. Nice to see you. Get myself unspotted, but yeah, I'm not able to fight at all up here. There's way too many tanks, but I'll try to myself a little bit towards the center. I don't want to go all the way down there. Party. Unfortunately, I should be able to get him before that. Fortunately, there's a building between Artie and myself. I don't know if you want to do that, T71. I know that I'm not necessarily going to push up on the Ag Tiger. That sounds very good, William. Hopefully, yeah, dinner goes very well. You're gonna make me hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast yet this morning, but that sounds like something I'd want to eat. Crack him. He's got a repair kit. Little bit surprised. We are ahead, however, doesn't make sense right now, I think, for me to push where I was pushing. Oh Lord, that's not good. Thank you. Freaking little WZ. I was hoping that he'd get spotted. Although they do have a very valid point there. Why are those people still in the base? A very valid point. I shot him a little bit before I should have. Yep. And I'm dead. I probably should have kept running away, but yeah. We should have this. The only way we're gonna lose is if they somehow kill everyone that's actually playing, and the guys in the back don't do anything, but they're actually moving up. When it comes to wine, yeah, I don't really know anything, to be honest. But judging, or I don't know much, judging what you plan on eating there, you know, it's whether you go with white or red. You know, red's better with you know, like a ribeye, but white's better with scallops. I'd probably go with white though, because typically you would want to, at least my parents are wine snobs in a way. I might as well just wait here. And they would typically pick white even if they're eating, say, steak, if they had seafood with it. But then again, I don't drink wine, so yeah. I got a mastery badge 3rd class, but I screwed up a bit that match. I still think, you know, going to the northwest corner, I was fine doing that. So otherwise, we wouldn't have had anybody even, you know, with eyes there. Which the E4 is still in a match, so I'll get to that after the M48 here. If I can find, there we go. Yeah, anytime I actually needed to learn much about wine was in culinary school. We had to learn basically all the French names for different cooking wines and stuff. Most of that is out of my memory now. Alright, so... well, that person's probably going to be the one raging when Artie hits him. I'm probably going to pop over to the left side here. I'm going to see where exactly... if a lot of people go into center, I'll swing out wide. Vice versa. It looks like I'm going to run into a rock. I'm going to go into the center. Unfortunately, I do not have the T69, Floyd. Still don't have it. Hello, Uber. Nice to see you. Yep, that guy seems like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Thank you for the hit, Artie. I was kind of waiting to see how many people they have in a 9-0. If they have a lot of people over there, I can play this side more aggressive. However, you know, it's kind of wait and see. They have a team that could play either side. But at this point, I think they have more people over on the other flank. Alright, is my team gonna help me here? Got 3 people capable of helping me in the center that are close. I'm taking a lot of damage where right now this CDC should be dead. And I just missed that shot. T-54 is pushing in. This is not looking good for me. I am still really perplexed how, like, what are those tank destroyers doing? The main reason I pushed it, which this is honestly not my match here. I get shot under that guy. That wasn't even me aiming all that bad. But the only reason I pushed out here was I had 3 TDs that could help me on this side. All 3 of them did not push over. Well, 2 TDs and a light. But holy crap. Like, I usually, you know, I don't get too mad at my teams not doing exactly what, you know, I think they're gonna possibly help me with, but literally all 3 of those guys just said, ah, fuck it, we're gonna let him die. Hello, Dan, nice to see you. Anyway, moving along here. I do not have the Carnivarn, sorry John. For tanks guys, if you don't know specifically the tanks that I have, you know, take a look at my tank request list. It's also in my video description below. But on to the T110E4, which is still in a battle. Oh well. I have not yet, William. Hi, Kana, I think, and hi, Mojo. I'm just kind of waiting because I assume the E4. There we go. It's a draw, of course. It's popping to this now, but I shouldn't have pushed out there if I knew that I wasn't gonna get any help. But I missed like what 3 shots, so at the same time it's kind of my bad as well. After this though, I'm gonna play the Leopard prototype again because I'm trying to mix in quite a few grind matches today. That doesn't sound good. You threw your back out, even though I guess it has its perks. Okie dokie. E4. I typically like playing the 1-2 line, but not in this thing. Fool me once, I'm going to the flank I'd want to actually fight on. The last battle on this, I kind of went against my gut feeling and went to that other flank, and it did not pay out. So I'm going to head to the town. which I mentioned yesterday about World of Warships going on to Steam. That seems like it's going, I think it's like November 12th or 11th or something. And they're adding it directly into Steam. So I'm actually fairly interested to see how it affects the population there. Hello, Conrad. Don't got many people over here. I'm gonna set up here, which isn't the most already safe spot. However, I'm banking that their arty isn't gonna want to sit on the 1-2 side. Although the problem we have right now is we've our main guns, like the T-95 can't help it because he's slow, but they just push the one line really hard, and our TDs and other tanks behind them aren't actually up there. But hopefully they don't die. Crap. Of course there's a T-95. Whew. That sounds pretty painful. Really? I was like, is he trying to angle and get me to shoot him? He was just turning. But really not liking that we don't have anybody in the center. Not in the least bit. They can just stroll up anywhere from the 5 to the 7 line. Alright, so me backing up did not work there, but what are you doing, dude? Can you please just... I'm trying to move. At least I did stop him from basically killing himself, but I was trying to get over there to stop the T-95, and obviously that didn't work. I'm getting a little frustrated here at my teammates, because he just shot me on top of it all. Like, obviously the E4 isn't going to work out today, because yeah. Very rarely do I actually get upset at teammates. This is one of them. Like, I'm just, yeah. We're gonna be screwed either way, but that just sucked. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into a Leopard prototype here. And then if I don't get a good match here, I'm gonna pick another tank before hopping into the Firefly. I just need to get myself on a little rhythm here. Yes, he was. Which is why, like, I can get you know, accidentally hitting me, but that was a dick move. Nice to see how things are progressing so far this morning. The funny thing is, though, like, he was trying to push behind me. I didn't even see that he was trying to get past, but had he not gotten basically stopped by me, he would have died, because there was tanks basically going right through that alley, or not alley, but basically pushing into us. So he would have died much sooner. Granted, the end result is still the same thing, but it's just one of those things, like... now to switch how I'm playing a little bit. I typically, you know, I play aggressive. I put a little bit of faith in my teams, but now time to tone back a little bit on that and play a little bit safer. Hello, MW. Alright, so they put nobody far in the south. That's honestly strange with the tanks that they have. Like, that's really strange, to be honest. Like, they have a lot of TDs, so camping... That guy is still going freaking all in. That shell's like, nope, I'm hitting the ground. That's one thing. The Leopard is so far, like, it has a really accurate gun. It doesn't feel that accurate at long range, for whatever reason. I don't know what it is about it, but it just never feels as accurate as it should be. Keep turning your turret. I can't pen him like this. Fortis, I have a decent chance, but there we go. But the E100, once he turned his turret, there wasn't too much for me to be able to do against him. Alright, now that I complained about the RNG for this gun, it decided to help me out a little bit here. Really weird though, the enemy team not sending any tanks down here. Please turn your turret. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I'm fine. I was like, did I move? I'm trying not to move too close to the tortoise because he's right outside of max reave range. Now that he's dead though, I'm going to push up and help with the E100 before they push on our base. Levi does not like curses. Sorry that you got timed out there, even though you didn't mean it. Again, you said it yesterday, you can blame trolls for that. I just have a few words for, you know, short little 60-second timeouts for drive-by trolls. Nobody's gonna... Come on, I'm against James Bond. Can I get a little help here? It's like I've got a T-30 and an E3. Just, why are we not pushing into him? He's one tank. Maybe if I track him? I don't know. Thank you. My goal wasn't to get stuck there. I want to get back this way. The Halloween mode, the patch was this morning. They released late last night that the mode's not going live until it should be 1 AM Eastern Standard Time across all the servers. Tonight, basically. Crap, I forgot about him. That's a little mistake that is pretty big in a tank with no armor. And now we're down by 3 tanks, unfortunately. And on top of it all, we just lost this area. They all pulled back. It looks like I'm not pushing that way now. I was going back to the base because it made sense with only having 2 tanks there. But all of us going back now, you're basically allowing them to move across the map without being spotted at all. I have a very large problem of not having a gunner right now. But yeah, I can't actually pop out here anymore because there's nobody really to soak up a shot down here. Thank you. I don't know why he's throwing heat at me, but don't think I'm gonna be alive for much longer. Yep. Say that might be accurate. Let's see. We're ahead now again. But they're already... Okay, they're already... might have a shot if he's moved. Our Artie is going to be a goner, unfortunately, unless he can whack that guy in the face. The goner. That's what I was afraid of. You know, all it took was, you know, basically a one-shotable 416 down there. And now they have, I would say they have the advantage because right now they don't have to push on us. They can basically just wane us out. And their Artie can move around where he wants to and hit us and take us out. I would like to move, but if I push up, I'm most likely gonna die. Thank God, that's a mistake on his part, but that's really, really good for us. Alright. Now we're in a little bit better scenario. I still might get Artied here, depending on when I was last spotted. Alright, I'm just gonna go in and help them with this guy, since he's kind of lining up with the ramp here. Do not want to get rammed. Alright, so that worked out. There already was up here. No, I'm not waning up for it, no. Actually, all three of you guys should go on cap because you're slow. Either I'm gonna die or, you know, I'm gonna get 2 shots on him. I'll catch up on the chat in a second, though. I would just like to not die from Artie. Even though, honestly, if I was Artie, I would be pushing this way. If he got past me, so be it. We can just cap him out, but making sure he's not going to slip by here. Hello, poser. Watch, he's probably just gonna go right up the center. I have a feeling that he's by our cap now. But still just gonna go up here. It's still the, whether I feel like he got past me or not, this is still the most probable spot where he's at. Running out of ground though for him to be up here. Nope, he scooted by. Touché. I'm just a little bit upset. Should have went with my gut, but it's, you know, I guess went with chance. You can ping there all you want. We're gonna win anyway. Anyway. Less hacks. Honestly, well, Wargaming has been, you know, clamping down on that, and soon they're gonna change the way that mods are able to be put in the game for people that make them. Essentially, they're gonna have to be authenticated in a way, from at least what it looks like Wargaming's gonna be doing. But so most amount of damage here. Luckily, we had a nice little comeback there. But like, I hate to say that a lot of people, I would say 90% of the times you hear someone accusing someone of hacking, maybe even more, it was false. Like, there's very few actual hacks for World of Tanks. That's because, you know, the way that World of Tanks is designed, a lot of multiplayer games do it. Not every, but a lot of them. A lot of the stuff's calculated on the server. It's not done in your client, and there's no way to really change that. The main mod that I would say that you can consider someone hacking right now is the one that essentially pings on your minimap and shows you when, say, a tree falls down. It's really, that's the one that to me breaks the difference between someone using illegal mods and using, you know, no mods, or just, you know, straight up like UI changes for mods that aren't legal. Because essentially later on in the map, say you're 1v1 and your stupid mods pinging the map showing you where the guy is knocking over stuff, like it does it for trees, like little brick walls and stuff too. That one is, you know, justify when you think someone's using it. I've seen a few people on my team before within the past year. I promptly reported them too, saying, oh, they're in this area, and telling you that they know because they're using that mod. Those, you know, those are definitely, it's bullshit that people use them. However, as far as mods go, like, honestly, the hacking thing, people have been accused of it since I started playing the game. It's almost always just dumb luck, RNG. You were doing something stupid and you're upset. You know, it's very few and far between of actually being able to quote unquote hack the game. Because outside of that illegal mod, the only other ones is there's an SPG mod that helped basically with being able to hit people very early on in matches that weren't spotted. Long time ago, there was one that basically, when RD tracers were more important, highlighted RD tracers on the map and basically showed you where the enemy RD was. And then there is the whole war pack thing, but essentially, alright, thank you, both M44s. You guys are awesome. And the S51. I love it. I did leave myself kind of out in the open now. The whole like warpack and auto aim things, honestly, people using them, yeah, they're definitely, you know, using something that's not legal. I'm not arguing against that, but really all those things do are they auto aim at an enemy tank, and they slightly point the center of the aiming circle at, you know, say the weakest spot that is facing them. Doesn't take into account angles or anything. The last I saw, not that I really keep up on mods, to be honest, because I don't use them. Yeah, this is not going to go well. At least our one line's pushing. But more or less, it's not like they're hacking the game to give them 700 millimeters of penetration or anything. It's basically just a cheap auto aim mod. But anyway, that's enough of ranting about that. That Artie is still trying to kill me. Hey, I'll take it. My team is a little bit ahead here. I've done nothing outside of just soak up some SPG fire. I'm completely fine with that as long as we win. There we go. I can at least get my gunner back into the action now. Not that the Firefly is really working very well this match. But I need to catch up on chat. Still, I know that you asked something, William. I wasn't expecting to get chucked into getting nailed by Artie right away in this match here. Very nice though. I guess I should repair my gun at this point. Yay, we killed him. I got 141 damage. The Firefly, I actually like this tank. It is, you know, like any Sherman, it's really fragile. Like, no matter what one you're playing, it always seems like you just get vaporized, which, you know, they do at least have pretty good firepower. The Firefly, though, this map, with 3 SPGs all landing shots on me, that really killed anything that I could have done there, outside of just sit there and hope for the best. PC gaming monitors? Honestly, you know, like I have my PC specs up as you saw, Will. When it comes to that, honestly, I can't really recommend anything in particular. Like, I really only look up, say, like the current stuff when I'm looking to buy something new. Like monitor wise, as you saw, the only ones I've ever used are, I forget how they pronounce the name, but Asus essentially monitors. Which, thank you, AMX 1357. That was a really good match for him. I've never had problems with them. Honestly, the one that I use for my second monitor, I've had this for I don't even know how many years, and it's still nothing wrong with it. It still looks pretty damn good. At this point, I would say most people, like I have 1080p monitors. Most people are bumping up the resolutions, but to me, I don't see that much of a difference, honestly. But yeah. The last time I did look, if you're gonna splurge on things, hello Wako, nice to see you. And if you have a NVIDIA card, there's something called FreeSync. That might interest you, one of those monitors, but they're really expensive. Essentially, it basically gets rid of like tearing frame rate differences too when it goes up and down in games, and it makes it look really smooth, but they are very expensive. And as far as I know, only NVIDIA graphics cards work with them. Hello Supercat. And Rich, nice to see you too. But yeah, as far as PC stuff, like usually when I buy things, like I Google a lot of stuff, but I give it like a 2 to 3 week process to where I kind of make a list of like 10 things that, you know, I could see myself getting these for 2 monitors in your case, and then over time see if any go on sale. You know, definitely helps if you're around the holidays where some things might go on sale more frequently than others. But, you know, I kind of look at them every couple days, kind of see the pros and cons about them, like people reviewing them or like the specs of them. And then, you know, I might whittle it down from, say, 10 to 4, something like that. It makes it a little bit easier. But the main thing is basically monitor wise, whether you get two of the same ones, which I assume you'd be doing, just definitely make sure you get the same refresh rate on the monitors. But when it comes to like my PC, honestly my monitors are probably the least, say, updated part of my computer setup. Might not be good for me, but I'm looking to get a shot there. This is not how you play a Hellcat in the least bit. You know, close up when there's two RDs, and they technically can hit me here. Might even get hit by my own, who knows? Holy, that's a Cromwell with the derp gun. Okay, that's what I did that a couple times last night. Recently I've been relying a little bit too much on third-person aim, and that's a good case of why you shouldn't, because I get overshot at T-34, even though it looked like I was aiming right at him. Even though this isn't how you play a Hellcat, the reason I pushed up here is I saw that we had plenty of people heading this way, and if I had just sat back trying to snipe in my TD, I wouldn't have been able to shoot it at anything. You see it time and time again, people kind of set up where they might, you know, technically should be in a tank, but if the teammates in front of you are pushing, you're basically going to sit there and hope that they fail. You know, I don't play like that. I push up and help them. If things start going south, then sure, I will run away screaming and saying, please don't shoot me, you know, every single time that happens. But, you know, as long as I have a little bit of HP left, I'm still in the game, and if I fall back to, say, being in a sniping spot where you're not going to want to get spotted or, you know, shot at, you're basically in the same boat that you would have been. However, at least you know that you helped your team out a little bit. He's still inching up. I would say... There we go. I was going to say somebody's going to be able to shoot him. Hello, Mad Dog. I have no idea what time it is, to be honest. If there's some sort of special time here. Oh, he moved his gun towards me. I say I didn't think he saw me, but after I shot, I knew he saw me. But pulling up there, yeah. Anyway, let me catch up on the chat right now. Hello, Fix-It Man. Nice to see you. But yeah, I could, you know, I agree with that assessment, Wacko, too. That yeah, more or less when it comes to the whole mods thing and hacking, at the end of the day, like I said it yesterday, as far as like balance goes and tank to tank basis, end of the day, good gameplay and smart gameplay is still going to beat out, you know, anyone trying to get a leg up. And the only, you know, the most blatant one was the fallen tree indicator and stuff like that. Basically things that give you information on where enemies are without you actually spotting them. That's the main culprit that, you know, I would be very happy if that never shows up in the game again. Because they still are out there, but people are getting banned for actually using them. So we got a Master Vaz second class. most amount of damage on my team. Their T-29 inched me out for the match. So, not too bad there for playing a Hellcat in a brawling scenario. So Levi, he's going to want to see me grind here another match because I'm getting, you know, fairly close here, down to 36,000 experience for the Leopard prototype here. Let me do a giveaway. Winner's gonna get 500 Levi biscuits here. Little snurry dog back there. He was super excited this morning for some reason. Like usually, you know, he's pretty excited that I don't go to work midweek now, but I was a little bit worried he wasn't gonna chill out now. He's gonna be a little bit upset when I gotta ditch him for a little bit after the stream here. Gotta pick up enough, I said yesterday, enough ingredients to make 180 cupcakes for it's kind of like a religious reunion almost. We have this weekend. It's what Ryan and I will be doing tonight. He might actually help us out a little bit. Moral support. But the restaurant's closed, so we're gonna have all the ovens fired up there and hopefully get them done in one quick batch. If we do them here at home, it's gonna take, I'd say, about 3 hours maybe to bake off everything. Our oven really sucks here. It's like it came with the house. It's an electric oven, but it doesn't really. Electric ovens don't typically keep heat as well as gas ovens do. Thanks for tipping, Levi, and hello, or Abdul, I should say. I was about to say, Kraut, I remember your name, but yes, I was about to say, just popping in and asking for people to sub is not exactly something that anyone really is alright with. Even though it might have been a different Kraut, honestly. I just remember someone going by that name. Well, their Tiger 2 is pushing where couldn't be able to. He definitely cannot eat the mistakes. Levi is gluten-free because he's allergic to gluten. But yeah, and also dairy. He'll just be happy. He loves visiting me at work. He'll be happy being there. He's usually not allowed to really be in the kitchen if we're open either. But he just does like a quick little drive-by. We're really surprised that that Tiger 2 is able to push where he is pushing. Hopefully I just missed that. It's just, I don't know what my team's thinking. Like, they have enough people in the north to, you know, accomplish a lot, but they left the entire freaking center open. Like, it just doesn't make much sense. At least they finally got the Tiger 2 out. It's just now I'm afraid because the PZ4 can definitely... Okay, good. He moved. We are up quite a few tanks though, which is very nice. Should be able to get back before he reloads. Crap, that's a really bad bounce on my part. Alright, I need to not let him pin me in here, because I won't be able to hit his weak spots. I'll just switch places with him. Perfectly fine. Thank you, IS-4. A little bit closer now when it comes to tanks. We're only up by 2. Fortis is gonna back up. Or not. Nah, I'd say he's really close to being able to hit him, but nah, they're gonna kill that Streb 103, and now we're tied. Come on. I was like, come on, RNG. I'm hoping this Batchat 12T comes. I'm gonna lose a lot more HP than I would like if he doesn't help me. Thank you very much. That's what I was banking on. Thank you, Artie. I did not forget about you. Congratulations, Mad Dog, on winning the raffle. Artie is still shooting at me. It's a lot closer than it looks, IS-4. They still have a Tortoise. Don't care too much about their SPG, dude. Alright. Very nice. I don't know how that IS-4 gets hit him, but... I'm gonna take the slightly longer approach here. Just in case he had went through that route. Very nice, IS-4. Never doubted you. I was just judging him because he was looking like he was going to go after their Artie instead of the Tortoise. I'm going to try to spot without actually, going down there. That's a very... Thank you, GW. Very frustrating. 0 damage. Levi, he's born and raised in New Jersey. Hello, Leon. Nice to see you. The stock Leo? Which one? Like, I'm taking you mean the Swedish Leo, if from the tank you requested. Which second most amount of damage, the Tortoise beat me out by a hair. Get it? I didn't even mean to do that. Nice little match there. T110E3. I should say no pun intended. Okay, the Swedish one. I'm actually going to, I have it set up like a Cromwell right now, but I'm going to switch it back. I haven't played it since I've kind of thought about switching the gun back to the, basically the true top, higher caliber gun. But basically if you use the the smaller, what is it, like 76mm gun on it. It's more or less just a Cromwell with slightly less DPM, I think, just a pinch. There's something else with it too. Once you equip the higher caliber gun, of course you lose a little bit of, or not a little bit, a lot of accuracy. But it makes the tank a little bit more interesting to play. That sounds very nice, Tommy, getting snow already. Uh-oh. I could have taken a shot at him. I was dreaming about snow. I love snow, so we very rarely get it here in Cape May. It just always rains or like slush around us. Drive 30 minutes north and they have a bunch of snow. We get, you know, so we're basically, you know, surrounded by the ocean on all sides, so it stays pretty warm here compared to the rest of New Jersey. He's gonna make a mistake, and I hit the rock. Come on, RNG. Give me these nice little shots, because now with him still out there, I can't push like I would like to here. I'm not gonna use my repair kit on him. Someone should be able to hit him. There we go. Still got a little HP I left on him. There, I'll track him again. I'd swap over to an HE shell, but I know if I do that, our Artie should be able to splash him. I'm just gonna miss, and I'm gonna get really frustrated. There we go. Thank you, Artie. Got my one hit in. This tortoise is pressing. I want to get myself in a spot that's a little bit more defendable. That was not wise, 260. Bet you wish you had gun depression. The only thing stopping me now is getting tracked without a repair kit. I'm fairly confident in taking these guys one by one, but we should just go on a roll now. Fender, yeah, I'm gonna get him next because the VK is still reloading. Very nice. Like clockwork. Not a lot of damage, but ended up getting 4 kills out of all that. Waiting for the right time to push. If I had pushed any sooner, probably wouldn't have worked out. Yeah, I probably should have shot the AMX-30. You gonna come at me, Klaus von, what is it? Juft? little disappointed. I thought it was going to be a longer name there. Hello, Mighty Gamer. Nice to see you. Which, I actually forgot I will tip Levi here. I just remembered earlier that you tipped him Uber. Sorry. He should have reminded me that I forgot there. He hasn't been back there sighing at me, so I kind of forgot that he had a tip in waning. I was really glad I don't have to do any yard work today because my nose is still all stuffy. Alright. Don't know where their SPG is because I haven't been hit by him, strangely enough, this match. Typically I have a pretty good idea where every single SPG is, but not this one. I'm gonna guess that he drowned himself. Yep. Hey, little buddy. He's gonna wake up and find that one. Another Mastery Badge 2nd class. Then we're on to, I'll do the Kronwagen here, then I'll pop into a grind again before getting onto the M48. What do you mean, poser? Destiny? That was if you're asking about that 2 days ago, that was really fun. If you're asking about the new game mode, the Halloween mode, that'll be up tomorrow morning. You found it already? Good boy. I'm actually making sure that he chews it. He was trying to swallow it whole. Yeah, Destiny 2, it's been fun so far. If you guys want to see it again, you know, this Sunday during the stream, vote for it. And, you know, I'll throw it up again next Tuesday night for the stream of the week. I did look at it, Wako, yes. It looked pretty interesting. I was a little bit surprised to see it was like the graphics were like cartoony, but it looked like a pretty cool game. Don't know, you know, if I will pick it up or, you know, play it just because I already have too many games right now that I can't play. But it did look pretty fun. Which, huh? Somebody's name is Kate May 1. He's not even in the battle. I am very depressed right now. It'll be, you'll have 2 tanks in your garage, one called Franken, one called Stein, and he's still not in the game, but oh well. Basically, they're gonna have multi-turrets on it. They've disabled friendly fire, and you'll either be able to play in a PvP mode or a PvE mode. PvP puts you against 15 other, you know, enemies, actual people, and you can pick either one of those tanks. PvE puts you against the gigantic Leviathan. It has 12 guns, and it's minions that you can destroy, and it drops like health packs so you can basically replenish your health. But that releases at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, basically, across all servers. Poser, a lot of that's actually false. That's just, again, people speculating or running away with it. A lot of people were banned. It was like 400 or something yesterday for Destiny 2 on PC, but a lot of them, some were overturned, but a lot of them were actually hacking to basically get stuff that they weren't supposed to be right away. Because there are some like glitches and stuff, but yes. But the reason why people said that Bungie does have essentially, you know, it's in place and people knew about it because the Destiny PC beta had the same things. They basically disallow anything from injecting, you know, code into their servers and into the game. So, like for me with OBS, when I record it, OBS has something you can pick up games with. It's called game capture, and it, you know, works basically with game applications. However, that doesn't work for Destiny 2. If you try to force it to work, you can get it to work. However, all I did was I just used window capture, which captures pretty much any application window you have open. I don't know what the difference is between the two specifically, but game capture, it only really works with PC games. Like, it doesn't pick up, say, Chrome and whatnot. So there's just little things to where I get why they don't want people messing with, you know, they basically don't want people hacking. But it's kind of blown out of proportion. Okay, why did I get spotted there? WoT, it's on every server for PC. But you'll be able to, essentially, you're going to win loot boxes from the mode for, you know, just playing matches and completing different missions. And they're going to call them sarcophaguses, where you win. It's basically like the tankrewards.com trick or treat in a way. There's who was spotting me. Where it's basically rolling. You're not going to win any premium tanks from them, unfortunately, but you can win gold, credits, personal reserves, barrack slots, garage slots. So it's going to be a fun little mode, and I think a lot of people will like it since you win little loot boxes from it. Who doesn't like opening up boxes, honestly? Which, unfortunately, my Cape May friend died. But I'm going to go for the IS-7. I thought about the Jagdpanzer E100. I could go for him, but I have a feeling this IS-7's out here alone. I could be very wrong here, and it would basically, this would kill it for my team. There's their arty though. I'm glad I went this way. Fortunately though, with this, I'm not going to be able to kill the IS-7. I don't have a full clip now. I'm going to back off for a little bit. Hello, Bert. Nice to see you. I'm going to stick with this E3, but this is not going well. The 105 pushing in there, I knew he was going to die. We just basically lost all of our tanks, more or less, because those TDs are going to be stuck. I'm probably going to get hit from behind by a Jagdpanzer, but if we don't get this guy out, we're screwed with no way to come back at all. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it out of this. Very nice E3. Not going to block him. Actually going to be a good teammate. Really wish I had heat right now. Crap. I needed to hit him. So close, but I wasn't loaded. Ooh. That's unexpected. Uh-oh. But he's one-shottable. You shouldn't have pulled up there to let him hit your lower plate. Yeah, I don't have too much of a choice now. I'm not able to clip the Jagdpanzer, so... He could have loaded heat and went through to E3 anyway, but I think that he hit him on the lower plate. Oh, why did you drop down? That just ruined my plan, but I'll still be able to catch him here. Crap. Yeah, we're done. At times, you know, I'd like playing the Kranwagen, but I wouldn't have been able to honestly do any better with any other tank right now. But at times, the slightly low mobility of it, the accuracy, and the low DPM is the kicker. It doesn't allow you to kind of make up for lost ground once your team starts falling behind, because you're not able to pump out enough damage to really make up the difference. But what do you mean, Mighty? Alright, so and I'll hop into the Leo before, or the Leopard prototype, since I am getting to an actual Leo request, before getting into the M48 here. Little dog. Levi biscuits, it's the stream currency. You can, there's a link in the video description, and if you click it and go over to the chatbot shop, it's also called Fussbot. I forget what I have it labeled as in the video description. It'll show you how many you have. You have to click check coins to log in with your YouTube account. That's what it's tied to. And you can purchase different things, like changing the color of the overlay. You can challenge me in tanks to where you potentially win more. Levi biscuits. You can tip the dog, even though no one's really seen him this stream directly, but he's been sleeping for most of the time. Will you? Sorry, he's doing a damn good job at begging. There you go. I had to give him a treat. Put his head on my leg and just sat there wiggling his tail like, please. Feel bad because he was at the vet for like an hour and a half yesterday. But yeah, there, you know, there's even some things in the shop to where you could have me dress up as a hippie. I can put on the Christmas stream outfit. There's a bunch of different stuff to keep things a little bit lighthearted. Not able to hit him until I get... Nah. Do I think there's gonna be anybody up here? Remains to be seen. Interesting place to go, because he's just gonna roll right where I'm aiming. But that's what I'm afraid of. No, he's gonna hit me. Oh god, that's what I was hoping to avoid. Yeah, I'm gonna run away. Be nice if I had, you know, maybe one other tank there, but that wouldn't have accomplished much. Time for me to run further than you've probably seen me run away from this flank before, but I don't have any turret armor to hide behind. You know, if I was in something with a little bit of turret armor, I could fight a little bit longer up there. Yeah, not in this tank. TDs, you have more HP than me, so you're on your own as far as spotting them. Actually have some of his treats still stuck on me there. Awesome. Pretty nice hit. My shot hit him now. I hope so too. So far I like this tank, except for when I get, you know, it's definitely a little bit lackluster on city maps. Maybe I hit somebody there with the first two shots. They didn't register as hitting any ground. If I had HP, honestly, I'd be up there trying to spot, but I don't think they're gonna push. I'm gonna try... I don't know where I'm gonna try. Honestly. They're not gonna push from where I was at. There's their RU. I'm gonna push through the center. Glad I went this way. Not that I was the one that spotted him, but moral support. That would have been a pretty nice shot. Am I spotted? Who knows? I don't have sixth sense. Uh-oh. Would you like me to do Hippie Tanker right now, Randall? I can do it for this stream if you would like. There's only an hour and a half left though. But I can put the stuff on. It'll take me a minute though to do it. Why did I mention that? I'm just kidding. Thanks for tipping Levi too, Mighty. I was actually surprised Levi lost 3 pounds going to the vet yesterday, which is good. I think it's because he was off of one of his medications. Come on, mouse. Give me the shot. Thank you. Sunday? Alright, Randall. Let's say I'm fine with either or, but yes, Sunday, you know, it's a little bit longer if I start it from the beginning of the stream. Thanks for buying that, though. It's gonna fit with the Halloween theme, especially, which I might actually, you know, very small chance I might pop on for a quick little stream before Sunday, just the Halloween mode, but it'll probably only be like, you know, say an hour stream at most. It's just if I pop on early and play it before Sunday, then, you know, I'll just stream a little bit of it. I don't think I will though, just because it's a very busy weekend for me with work, starting basically today when the stream's done. Come on. Thank you. Just didn't think I needed to aim there, and both times it hit him on the upper instead of the lower. See you, Mojo. Have a nice one. That's very possible. He should be dead before I reload. East side. I thought that was the case, but I'll still kill him there. Yeah, I planned on it. The glasses are now part of that. Even if I'm not playing World of Warplanes. Oh, that was such a bad shot. Not a bad match though. 3,511 damage. A little over 1,300 assists too. Hello, Rich B. Nice to see you. You go, little bud. Yeah, they like you. Got a mastery badge, first class. Almost the most amount of damage in the match here, but the E3 nudged me out. Most amount of experience, however, since spotted all my damage and got a little bit of assist on top of it all. To add in that bot shop here. Hey, let me get the next tank picked so I don't forget before. Huh? I have no clue, honestly. Was that the Jagdpanzer 100? Probably. I don't know what he was. I don't even know why he. Yes, it was him. He had a pretty nice match there. However, I don't know why people would message stuff like that. Because as far as killing me, honestly, he just finished me off there at the end. He didn't actually cause that much damage to me. Alright, here's try number 2 with the M48A5 for today. First battle didn't really go all that well. Up after this, I have the Swedish Leo T57 Heavy FV 183. And I'll probably slip in the Leopard prototype again before getting to the M4 E50M and the 113. Near the finish line when it comes to that grind there. I'm probably gonna head out me over this side. Hello, Mr. P. Tanks I'm not going to want to see over here. Basically the Jagdpanzer E100 and the T30. We should have enough people to be able to deal with their mediums if they pop out this way. We can just want to get a little bit closer here. I was trying to eke out a shot, but that didn't work out. Instead of just popping down low and not getting a chance to hit anything crossing. It's gonna blow his repair kit. Oh, if we double tracked him, he would be dead. Fortunately for him, though, he's got no backup. All right. Probably a little angry. That's happened to me many of times, but I don't know if I would have pushed, seeing all the tanks that we had on this side. I'm gonna go high because most of them should go low. Crap. I was trying to track him. If we can get him out, this will be very, very easy to get here. Did you forget about some people, Tiger 2? Looks like he just stopped there, which is honestly going to get me to stop shooting him. But, he's the only shot I have. Let's just get him out. Hopefully my team does not push very hard past that spot. Need to approach this a little carefully here. They just have a lot of guns back near their base. I would say this match is going a lot better than the first one at the very least so far. CDC's going through the center. Not terribly huge concern. Crap, he's not gonna let me hit him. Come on. If I get that guy out, with the HP I have, I'm fairly confident in whatever. I'll go for it anyway. I just don't want to get stuck out here with, you know, as many tanks as they have here all aiming at me and not my enemy or allies. Not gonna push. Thank you very much, T-54 Lightweight. Oh, pretty nice match here. A little over 5k damage at this moment. I don't know why I took that shot. SPG back here. So, definitely a good match there. Thank you for requesting that again, Will. Next up, what did I say? Yeah, the Leo I was doing. I'm gonna switch that around really quick. Got a Mastery Badge 2nd class here, high caliber, Confederate Award. Honestly, it goes to show you that that was only a 2nd class. The M48 is, it's, you know, basically the best tier 10 medium right now for public battles. Pretty nice all around there, and 45,000 credits on top of it all. Thank you very much, Uber. Alright, so I need to switch this around. Hopefully I even have a crew for this. No. I butchered some of the crew, so I need to rectify that. Oh wait, never mind. There we go. But I'm actually going to swap over to the 10-centimeter gun. Just making sure I didn't forget anything. I was expecting that as well. I was surprised it was the second class, but you know, M48, it's got a lot going for it right now. Excuse me for yawning. Anyone trying to wake up or stay awake. You little chub dog. Alright, we got Malinovka. I'm very tempted to try to scout, honestly. I don't know how well it would work. Don't know how well it worked just because I'm gonna get spotted a little bit, about a second or two before, you know, if I was in a light. Mainly directed at Turtle down there on our team. He's our light tank. This thing is fairly mobile. It's just this could go very wrong very quickly. Screw it, I'm gonna try it. Worst comes to worst. Wait, no, he's doing it. Thank you, Turtle. You saved me from probably dying. Say worst comes to worst, I'll play another battle in this. Uh-oh. I thought it looked like a second he was gonna just go and drown himself. Up. My stand almost corrected. He's a goner. He basically went and drowned himself because there's no way he was getting across that. So I'm chucking HE out here because even with a premium AP shell, the likelihood of me penning anyone at very far range is pretty low. I guess I'll go help the hell out. The problem with this tank is you definitely have issues with dealing with pretty much anything with armor, unless you're hitting weak spots or sides. The other gun on it, you know, it's basically like playing a, or not a Cromwell, but a Comet. I said wrong tank earlier. Where that gun's a little bit more reliable because the accuracy is better, you can hit weak spots easier. Although, hoping I don't, I'm banking on them not aiming here right from the get-go. I wish I tracked them, but there we go. Kind of wish I had a standard AP shell there for that shot. I wasn't going to chance reloading in time now. A little bit confused where their platoon 1 is. There they are. Let's say they should be up here. I think for the beginning I'm gonna stick with, sounds weird again, but I'm gonna stick with HE in the beginning here because the likelihood of me penning them is pretty low. Oh, don't aim at me. Likelihood of me even getting a clean shot off here is pretty low. Did not expect him to do that. I don't know what his thought process is, but that didn't make sense for me to do that. I have no no idea what that M46 thought he was gonna do there, other than just die. Problem is now we need them to spot this area. It's not an easy task, but it is a you know, the Leo is a very hard tank to play, no matter what gun you put on it. It's not suiciding, but there we go. Ammo racks always help. It's just if they push through like the little village area, they'd be able to spot where their TDs are fairly easily. But the big gun on the Leo, it's pretty interesting to use on a medium. You know, it's not always functional, and I am spewing a lot of APCR out of this. It's not a very cheap gun to use if you actually want to pen things front to front. But I can actually swap over to, if I survive this, okay, I'm going with the track because the only way I'm going to live is if I get down here. I have a 19-second reload instead of a 9, basically. Hello, Daniel S. Nice to see you. Still, you know, it looks like we're doing pretty well here, but we're technically, you know, neck and neck. Really wish I could reload faster, though. Actually, no. The Meal 1, 2, and Kronwagen are actually performing, you know, just average. And a lot of people actually consider them underpowered, to be honest. Especially the Meal 1 and the Kronwagen. The Meal 2 is pretty fine off. You don't have to worry about them getting... That was a... Oh my god, my reflexes. Yeah, I was actually talking about them a stream or two ago about being not, you know, power creeped a lot, but a lot of the changes they've made to high tiers since even implementing the Swedish tanks have definitely hurt the heavies a bit. Their guns were just borderline okay when they were released. Now, you know, they're lacking a lot. You know, they're not bad, but they definitely don't feel threatening at times in the role that they perform, you know, as like a mid-range hill fighter, like hold down. Their guns don't work too well in that role because they're not very accurate, aiming time's long, penetration's a little low. Got the hit, but will I get hit by the ARL? That's the million-dollar question here. Whoops, I found her RD2. Oh no! I forgot. I did not have HE or APCR up there. I only had an AP shell. Here we go. Pretty nice match though. 1800 damage. Basically 1500 spotting at this very moment. Will I reload in time? Oh, I didn't. This is gonna be bad. Ooh, he missed. Please don't arty me, friendly arty. And he did anyway. Alright, so got the Ticker Max and the ELC. Got an Ace Tanker, and that's actually my best match in this so far. Thanks for requesting that. That was a pretty fun battle there. I used a lot of different types of shells too. Got 2k damage, most amount of experience. All in all, I'm glad I swapped the guns. I don't know if I would have been able to do that with the dinkier gun, but pretty nice match there. And honestly, damage wise, did I hit anyone with just HE? I'm not sure. I did quite a bit of damage to a lot of different tanks here, but hey, that was a fun battle. Thanks for requesting that. See you, Mad Dog. Let me just the Ace Tanker biscuits into the shop here, which the first class ones are still up there as well. Alright, there we go. Now, at the T-57 Heavy up here. Trying to get into the same game. Well, problem is, you know, if you see me about to enter a battle, you want to do it about 30 seconds before I'm actually clicking. There is a little bit of delay between me and you guys. But, see, the reason how the Swedish tanks are balanced, like the heavies... Sorry, buddy. I'm not getting up. You know, especially the Emil 2 and the Kronwagen, their turrets don't have any weak spots and they're pretty hard to damage, you know, unless you're hitting them with arty or HE shells or flanking them. So they do need balanced guns as far as like DPM goes. I do agree they need a little bit more gun handling, I feel like. Hi. No, you're not begging another one out of me like that. Good boy. Whenever I move and he's ready to go play with his toys outside. Yeah, it is. You never know if you're gonna get in the same match or not. Yeah, usually John scoops him up really quick. Crap. Can't let him one-up me, so... Take that. He's throwing all heat too. Holy crap. People that do that are like, you know, every now and then I'll start with an APCR round if I'm like bottom tier or against a ton of tanks with armor, but yeah. Right, I'm not going to be able to poke out it here anymore because this does not have armor, so... I would not let them come if I was you, to be honest. Our T-30s just need to keep poking out a little bit safely, but we can get this IS-7, that'll be awesome. one T-54. Very nice. Ooh, yeah, we got quite a bit of a pickle down here. See you, Tommy. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day at work. I knew that was pushing it as far as... pushing it as far as being able to hit him before he got behind the hill. Alright, time to go back where I know that there's tanks actually out and pushing for me to shoot at. Crap, I should have shot him there. I missed my window of opportunity there. Now he's probably going to be able to get a shot on me before I can kill him. Especially with me spotted now. Nope, he's not even paying attention. Ooh, my problem is... 2 tank destroyers. Crap. Almost took some damage there that I do not want to take. He's got HE. That was actually really smart. Crap, that was... oh, I aimed too much forward. That's pretty big. He'd be dead right now if I actually aimed right. Typical IS-7 driver. Yes, you are right there. Alright, I've got a account. Artie can get me, or the Yag Tiger, or the Malshin. Hope that he doesn't get a high roll. Go. I barely tanked that shot, but I knew I had a good chance at surviving that, so I took it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another shot off though with my ammo rack here. I'm at 4k damage though, even, and a little under 1600 assist. Come on guys. You can do it. Didn't even have to resort to heat like a lot of T-57 drivers do. This tank in the bat chat, they find people just spew heat out of it like there's no tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the T-43. I have the T-34 or the T-34-85. Very nice match though. Actually, I only had half of my coffee so far. I think it was you know, it kind of, I played last night, and this stream pretty much it feels like I didn't stop playing tanks because, you know, I guess basically went to bed for 5 hours in between the streams here, which sounds very little. I'm used to working off of 5 hours of sleep though in the summer. Nice match though. Our team did a pretty good job there working together. Yeah, this is me warmed up all the way, essentially. Granted, in the beginning I was screwing up a little bit much, or a little bit too much for my own liking. I was getting a little bit annoyed. I was pushing out without my teammates actually assisting me, and I should have accounted for that. But you know, basically this is like hour 5, more or less, of playing tanks. All right, so I'm gonna start another raffle here. It's 10 a.m. Up after this, I'm gonna hop into the Leo again. Okay, T-3485M. I can do that. Start out with Hesh. Been a long time, honestly, getting Paris on or in a tank that isn't like a light or a medium tank. Although, you know, I've been, you know, mentioning it a lot when I get on maps that don't really work for tanks with no armor. That's why I'm pretty excited to get done some of these grinds, because basically every grind I'm doing now is a result of them adding in tier 10 lights, to where I had started, you know, the Russian, or not the Russian, the German medium grind and the French medium grind I was doing kind of offhand for a while, but I've had so many grinds and tanks with no armor that it's been wearing on me a little bit, because I like playing a little bit of everything. Hoping I don't get spotted here, but I shouldn't. No SPGs to worry about. Let's get going, guys. Yes, there's a M103, but I have a feeling they have most of their people in the north here. This M103 is like crap. And I bounced off of him with AP. I was hoping just to hit center mass there, and that didn't work. I just did not want to shoot the ground, because I do that a lot. There shouldn't be anyone on my right outside of those two tanks. Oh, there's T-34. I'm corrected there. That was a nice hit there. I don't know how I pinned him, but it happened. I think that IS-7's a little bit angry right now. Just like this T-34 is gonna be. You don't give a FE-183 any part of your tank. I just hope that the rest of our team holds out before we can make it to them. Really worried that my T-34 was going to blow that for me. I'm moving on to the rest of their team now. I'm going to swap over to AP after this shot. I probably should have swapped to AP now, because I can start none of their tanks really have armor. Even the Ferdinand, I can punch through almost all of his front with AP. That was very unlikely to hit, but I tried anyway. Being top tier in this thing with no arty on a map that's largely just corridors, yes please. It's really just easy and straightforward. I'm going to lose a ton of credits because I missed a couple shots, and firing Hesh against lower tier tanks doesn't really break even. I think he... nope, I was going to say I think he's going to push, but he's not. Congratulations, Rich, on winning the raffle. I might actually get a hit here. I'm surprised. Might. Let's say they're easily gonna overtake me here. No. Need one more shot. No. It's a fun little match though. We got a Master Baz second class. Yeah, most amount of damage by a pretty good amount. Yeah, our team did a damn good job at just... We put the tanks in the right spot, just pushed, and once we got our lead early, there wasn't too much that they could do to stop us. So another grind match here before getting into the M4. Down to 30,000 experience left on this tank here. I got, yeah, pop off another one. I know he gets cheesecakes. He is very lucky. He gets more than I do. Granted, I was like, where's Levi? He's sitting directly behind me. I don't really eat too many desserts though. That'd be a very slippery slope working in a restaurant if I ate a lot of desserts. Hello Matthew, nice to see you. I say Fridays aren't very happy for me, but thank you very much. There's a reason why I don't stream late tonight, Friday, Saturday, or early on Sunday. They're all the times that I work right now. Hi, I know, you got one more hour, okay? And then I'll play with you. Good boy. I know, you just want to play with... He wants to play with his wheel. Maybe I'll throw it for him here. But... I can't play with you right now, dog. Although I don't know where I want to head on this map. Most likely I would be that heavy if I ate desserts. I only have them at the restaurant if they're like extra. I try when I'm at the restaurant, honestly, to eat like a vegetarian, to be honest. It's, you know, the only way you can survive as a chef in a restaurant long term. There's so many unhealthy things for you to eat. Isn't really the safest of spots, but nobody's aiming here. It's pretty safe. He's got a toy. Oh god, he's in a playful mood, which is good that he's happy. Yesterday he was a little bit mad at me for taking him to the vet. Yeah, usually Wargaming does a lot for, you know, Thanksgiving and the holidays. Hi, I'll play with you after this one. I'm gonna tip him a new toy myself. Or not a new toy, but a toy from the drawer. Why am I going to a spot where I'm fighting against an IS-7 and a Type 5 Heavy? I am not too sure. But somebody's got to stand up to these tanks. Hoping for a track there. Sorry, I'm on 03. I did not mean to do that. I just crit him. I don't know if that was a crit on his track. That almost says Lobobo Assassin. What I read at first glance. I don't want to shoot heat at an IS-7, however, it's the Type 5 I am very worried about. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. He did not pin me. I got a little lucky. Just keep him there. That's not gonna do any damage, but I need to get a little bit of distance on. I'm not able to move because of that tortoise. He's using my own tactic against me. Oh god, he is really wanting to shoot me. Alright, we need to start getting through HP here. Our hill's getting flanked. We're getting pushed on. Ooh. The only way I'm gonna survive this is if I get behind this IS... no. There's a bat chat behind me. And there's an IS-7. He would have got me anyway. Tried my best. 1800 damage. But... there's only so much you can do when we don't really have any flank. Alright, buddy. No, I'm not done. Here. Give me a second. Please don't steal him. Do you want your raccoon? That should keep him happy here for a minute. Anyway, though, I tried my best there, but yeah. You happy dog now? Alright, so into the M4 Sherman. I'm in the wrong tanks there. I was looking at mediums for a second. I say people actually think I'm a little strange at times at the restaurant because like we have a lot of vegan stuff. I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong, but it's called seitan. It's essentially wheat gluten. Think like whole wheat bread you smush up all the way without the crust. It's almost like that texture. We have some tofu stuff and something called I forget. there's a couple other things too, but like we have a vegan burger made out of like black beans, rice, beets, onions and garlic. What is this? It's gonna annoy me if I forget the name of this. It's like it's on, or it was on my menu. It came off. Tempeh. There we go. But like I'll nibble on that stuff. Say if someone orders it, I'll throw on like an extra piece or two of something, and I'll just nibble on that during like lunch and stuff. Everyone else is like, I'm not trying that. Like there's one older guy I work with. He's like, I'm never, you won't be able to pay me to put that in my mouth. I'm like, it's freaking a soybean. Like, you know, it's not gonna kill you. Somebody's happy back there. Hopefully that appeases him for the rest of the stream. My plan is to play with him for like maybe 20 minutes outside after the stream here and then off to cupcake duty. I'm gonna be a baker today. At least, you know, I'm not technically working today, but yeah. I still will be making 180 cupcakes from scratch. Main threat here is already... Somehow I got some spotting damage out of that. I don't know how. Those guys were doing all the work. I was just trying not to get hit by Artie. E1 heavy I should be able to hit. That sounds pretty good. Or Rilon, maybe? Hopefully that's close. I struggle with ours. Born that way, never have been able to overcome that. Try my best though. Please already spare me. I love working honestly alone. Brian will be there though, so it won't be that quiet. But like I'm the first one in the kitchen every morning, so I have about an hour. Like I have to get there an hour early. Well, being alone is the main reason because I'm able to, well, straighten up, you know, if the guys at night didn't really leave things where they should, which happens a lot, but also track him because that's the only way I'm going to survive this. It's nice being alone when I have to come up with prep lists and, you know, figuring out what we need to do for the day. Although typically, unless it's like wintertime, like even now, it's not, it's really loud. Like you almost have to yell in the kitchen, in most spots, because of the hood system. It's a lot louder than people think. Like when I'm cooking behind the line, people will be talking to me, don't even hear what they say. Like it's like whispering, and they're like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Like, you come stand under this. Like you have like a 30-foot long section of fans above you, essentially sucking everything out. You get used to it though, to be honest. When we have them off, say if we're not like, if we're not open like for service and we're just like prepping beforehand, in the winter we'll turn them off for a little bit because there's like nothing like grease and stuff getting sucked up. And everyone's like, this is weird. Like, it's so quiet in there. Food from an MRE. Okay, Aurelian. Aurelian. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Hello, Scud. I think I said, maybe. I forget. Hi. Alright. Mystery badge 2nd class. Nothing that great, but we got a W. That's all I can hope for sometimes. We got an E50M. Oopsie daisy. And then after that, 113, I'm gonna hop back into the Leo again for a grind. So close to finishing. So honestly, once the grinds are over, I don't know how people play World of Tanks without having some sort of like grind or progression. Yeah. It's like, not that I enjoy the game, of course, but I think that if there comes a day where I have every single tank, that it'll definitely lose a little bit of, you know, excitement in a way, because there's nothing really for you to you know, unlock. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see ya. Or Nick guy. Yeah, our E100's heading there. Or is he? I'm not sure. I'm still gonna head this way. I was gonna get myself over this way, but I don't know where. I'm gonna be confused because no one's really moving very quickly. Alright. Risky move of the match. I haven't really spotted many. There we go. Yeah, they're gonna be pushing there very hard. We got nobody. Oh my god, come on guys. Like, I know that people usually camp defending, but this is a little excessive. Like, yeah. Like E100, I know we have a ton of TDs, but Object 432, somebody. The side armor on this, no, it's not very thick at all. It's just, I'm struggling to, I can't push anywhere really right now because, nor can I sit back because my team, they're all just sitting in the goddamn corner. We're screwed here because we can't push here. That's where that leopard just killed the E75. If I sit back, I'm dead. If I push up here, I'm most likely gonna be dead. It's a lose, 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 lose situation. But like, someone's got a spot for the team here. You can't just camp and expect to kill them all if you're stuck in one little corner. Whoopsie daisy. Thank you for bouncing. Since I'm having to spot from both, I need to spot the other side where that HWK, I gotta go deal with him. And I've also got to spot this side, so it's a little bit frustrating now. Hopefully I can ram him. Oh, nicely done, HWK. I am really angry at you right now, but I should have slowed down a second. And I missed him. It's just, I'm honestly so disoriented here because I have never seen a team camp this hard. That's saying a lot. Nah, he's gonna get me. Yep, already got me there. But like, if they win this, bravo, but nah, I can't accept that. I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit heavy-handed on blacklisting people, but yeah. The TDs are in front of these two guys, and the E100 is not even playing now. I'll add, honestly, the E50M back up on the list here, which I'll probably say at this point I can't take any more requests, but that was... Where could I have went differently? I could have just sat there and waited for it to happen, but... Oh well. I don't know what they were doing back there, but that was a little bit painful to watch. Even while I was playing it, I'm just sitting there watching the mini-map, like, I guess I could have stayed safer, and I don't even know. I wasn't confident in pushing out on my own on the side that I started on, just because I knew I was going to be outnumbered there. Asking for support, it usually doesn't, people don't really respond too well to asking for stuff, honestly. A little bit too late at that point too. Anyway, on to the 113. This tier 10 only. Somebody's gotta head over here. However, nope, screw it. I'm not going over here alone. Hi dog. Stop giving me the puppy eyes. It's actually, I know you're just, he's just begging at this point. Honestly, there's no point at this point to go over there. We got another match to where typically, you know, the 7-0 side is the weak side for this team, but you do need to spot it. It's just, I can't go there because I'm just gonna end up dying. Anyone else that goes over there at this point, just gonna end up dying. If we had made, you know, a couple hold down tanks to here, that was our best bet, but, you know, gotta go where your team kind of paints the picture for you, or paints the path. Alright, you are kind of cutting me off because I wanted to turn well before you were gonna turn there. Of course they got a Super Conqueror here that I can't pen. We have no Artie to deal with him. That's the one tank. If there's a Super Conqueror and there's no Artie, yeah, I don't know how we're honestly gonna deal with them. They got two of them. There's just no weak spots if they're hold down. HE is always a option here, but backing up would have just got me killed in the E50. They would have spotted me regardless if I was trying to run away. But there is a, you know, there is a delay over early on. So, you know, me reading the chat, you know, if you're trying to ask me or tell me something to do, it usually doesn't work out just because there's enough of a delay to where, you know, I'm about 30 seconds plus past it. Yeah. Super Conqueror has us by rote. Yeah, he's not doing a lot of damage here, but he's got all of us stuck to where we can't push. Alright, E100. Alright, they're up by 3. It's just, it's frustrating at times because no Artie typically makes games a little bit more lopsided, but I can't do anything up there against the tanks except for the E100. I can spam heat through them, but only gonna get us so far. I can get shot by their hill now. Yeah. Which, of course, I just did. I saw it coming, but I did it anyway. Dumb me. And, of course, their super conquerors using APCR. The tank just breaks balance because it has no viable weak spots when it's hull down. Like, is it strictly overpowered? No. But it's not balanced in a lot of different ways. Like this thing, no gun depression. But, it's very frustrating fighting against these things. You just kind of feel helpless at times. Like driving them, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end up dying here. I moved to this spot trying to get a different angle for us to shoot from, and you know, it's not really working. I'm not too surprised it's not working. It's just, yeah, not too much you can do when you can't freaking damage the tanks that are in front of you. Which, that's the one tank where if you're expecting a tank to get nerfed, like they're gonna leave it in for a patch or two, but specifically the Super Conqueror at tier 10, but I would say even the tier 9 one has a very good chance of getting nerfed a little bit. It's just with 10 degrees of gun depression, which is higher than, say, a T110E5, they're probably going to lower the gun depression on the thing because with 10 degrees, you're not able to hit basically the only weak spot outside of the lower plate. Everything from here up, because even the exposed spots on the turret are about 270, 280 millimeters effective if you get lucky. The only real spot is if it angles, you can hit them through here, and even that's still pretty damn strong. It's like a 40% chance for a tier 10 to go through there with a standard round. But the only weak spots, this little center area on the cupola, but with 10 degrees of gun depression, basically you're looking at that, which, looking at the tank, some of that's actually not in the hitbox, so it becomes basically impossible to deal with. But they just had to give it that extra 2 degrees of gun depression after the first round of public testing, even though it didn't need it. Hello, Manuel, nice to see you. That's the one tank. I typically, when people scream like a tank's imbalanced or whatnot, I don't really put too much weight in it, but that is one tank that they released that's a little bit too it's a little bit too good in a lot of different areas. The 113, it's got a really strong upper plate. You know, it's got more or less the 113 is just a big fat medium. It's mobile. The accuracy is a little bit poor, combined with a little bit of penetration problems, but it's got good DPM, good alpha for a heavy, and definitely if you compare it to mediums, good frontal armor. Really, it's just the hatches and the lower plate that are weak. And it's got good HP. The gun depression got buffed a little bit recently, especially over the sides, but basically it's less a heavy tank, more of a fat medium than most other tier 10 heavies. It does struggle though fighting on hills still, even though the gun depression's buffed. It's low enough, you know, surprise surprise, since it doesn't have that many weak spots outside the lower plate because the hatches are small. The gun depression is just low enough to where, you know, you're gonna expose either your side or your lower glacis going over a hill on somebody, unlike a certain other tank. But anyway, Dicker Max here. Then I have the ELC T3485M and the E50M here. I'm not going to the other side. There's not enough people in front of me because Dicker Max, you basically don't want to be spotted. If you're bottom tier, you'll die more or less. In this match, it'll take 2 shots unless Artie hits me, but you typically just get vaporized. No problem, Dana. Like, honestly, the WZ-111, 1.4, and the 1.5A are probably the better choices than the 113 right now. But it's not bad by any means. It's just with maps, you know, being very uneven, it can be very hard to play it at times. But if you like medium-esque tanks, it definitely fits well in that playstyle. I'm gonna push the envelope here only because my team should be pushing here. They shouldn't have any more spotters in the center. Setting up for the inevitable spot in front of me, hopefully. Somebody, anybody, getting close to where I can get spotted. I don't want to get too close to these bushes. Do I have to push one of you? It's like if you're sitting in a bush, obviously the enemy is not going to push up on you. You can passive scout all you want, but they're not going to push in when 2 of their tanks just died. You know. Which the A44, thank you. I guess I'll take a shot at this guy, but nah. I haven't played this in a while. The gun elevation just came to mind where I'm not going to be able to point my gun up high enough to hit him. Let's go for him. I could check a APCR shell at him, but I'm gonna stick with HE. Really surprised that more tanks aren't dropping like flies here. Still not able to hit him because of the gun elevation. Gun depression on this is fantastic. Actually pointing your gun up though, you're lacking a little bit. What are you guys doing? Like, I have no clue what these 2 lights are doing. They're not spotting. It's kind of sad. I have no freaking clue what's going on there. It honestly, there's no other word to describe it other than sad. Like, I know what they're trying to do, but it's not working out, guys. And, you know, them shooting out of bushes, the bushes aren't doing anything if you're sitting right in them shooting out. And that HE shell didn't work. I guess I'm just going to go for it. Screw it. I'm getting, honestly, impatient. And it missed. At least I got a little assist damage there. Please don't hit me, WZ-111. I'm just looking at the time. I'm trying to get all the requests done. Where, you know, those lights could have just ran right through and there's not enough tanks for them to have to actually do enough damage to kill them. But at least SP1C's moving up now. Never mind. if I can rack a little bit more damage here. Oh, he had a fire extinguisher. Sad face. There we go. So I ended up with 1200 damage, a little bit of assist, and 3 kills. It took a little while for me to get going there, but it's a decent Dicker Max match for being bottom tier, and yeah. Got a mastery badge first class. I actually ended up doing 1700 damage since I did damage to fairly sure to KV85. I got a blind shot on him, and I don't know, I think it was just him I got a blind shot on. So that pushed the total up a little bit higher. Damage wise, second place in my team. I'm curious, like he did a good amount of scouting, yes. That guy and SP1C got a little bit too. It's just, you know, both of them sitting like right next to each other in bushes. You know, it's not like you scout 2 times the amount doing that, but in the end it worked out. It was just nitpicking a little bit there. Because in that case, like if someone else is, you know, sitting in a bush, passive scouting, in somewhere where that I would want to be, I would just pull back a little bit, like I did a couple times last night, explaining that. Make sure I'm far away from the bush to where I'm not going to lose my camo, and I would just start shooting out of it. You know, it's not doing you any good sitting, you know, pretty much, you know, in line with somebody else scouting. Yes, it's the Halloween event. It'll be live 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for every server. I guess because the SEA actually had the patch several days ago. They had it. They did all the patches today for every server, which I thought it was going to release once they did it, but they held off on it, and it's basically tomorrow it's starting. So it'll be very fun, that map or mode. I would say they almost kind of exceeded expectations, because PC hasn't done a Halloween event before. This is the first one for tanks. World of Warships also has a really fun one and cool skins out right now too. Why are you so slow now? I'm not sticking out here. I'm just trying to see if there's a massive horde of tanks this way. Which, no gigantic push as far as like say a ton of lights and mediums, so I'm gonna double up with these guys because this isn't the best map for, you know, scouting. Essentially, there's a PvP element and a PvE element to where the map, I think the name's Kharkov, I think, or I forget. I forget the name of the map, but essentially, the PvE mode is you against, it's called the Leviathan. Think the size of 10 mouses all stacked together. A Tiger 2 with like a Halloween spooky theme over it. It's got 12 different guns, multiple turrets, and it's got 14 little minions. Like I call them the misfit tanks because they're kind of tanks that haven't been implemented because multi-turret support hasn't been available until now. And you and 14 other people face off against it to prevent it from basically reaching across the map, killing you all, and going through like a portal to escape the underworld. That's like the story they're going with. Awesome. I just had to look at him and he blew up. However, there's also a PvP mode. I'm probably gonna regret doing this. to where instead of, you know, fighting against the bots and the Leviathan, you can go toe-to-toe against, you know, it's 15 versus 15 on the same map. You have 2 tanks available to you, one called Franken, one called Stein. They also have multi-turret support, so it's going to be pretty fun. It's the first time in tanks that I knew that was going to happen, but I did it anyway. First time that there'll be multi-turret support in tanks. It's not going to stick around. Honestly, yeah, that night is Halloween night. Destiny 2 would fit pretty well into that. I played a little bit of it yesterday, and it was actually a little terrifying, a couple of the missions I did. I'm hoping to be done the story by the next time, whether it's, you know, Tuesday or the next time it comes up. But if you want to see more about the Halloween event, click that. And let me find another link for us here. But that'll show what the tanks look like. And there's another link I'm going to put into the chat. That shows the map and also a lot more information about it. And this goes live basically 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time across every server for tanks, not just the NA server. Which I'm actually curious who's gonna win this. We are, unless they get reset, or I might as well just wait. T3485M, tongue-tied. T3485M is up here next, and then the E50M again. But this is just gonna be it's just a temporary mode. I think it's gonna last maybe at most a week or two. I forget when they said it's gonna end. It's not gonna last as long as you might think, for as amount of effort they put into this. But to me, the reason why they kind of did this up a lot, I think this is Wargaming testing outside of just, say, on Super Test, but this is Wargaming testing the multi-turret system, which they did disable friendly fire because, you know, that's one element that is holding it back. But if this works out well, I could see them implementing multi-turret support. Well, that makes sense, yes. I could probably do both, to be honest, because like come Sunday stream, I'm probably going to be starting out with the Halloween mode, since that's my first scheduled stream with this going live. But come Halloween night, whatever you guys pick, I'll be streaming. But since it is Halloween night, I can actually try to cover as much spooky stuff as possible. I need to figure out when it's like honestly like a zombie horde Halloween night in my neighborhood, like where the neighborhood to go where I live, even for people that don't live here. And probably we go through basically volume wise, we have a crate every year that we go through. It's about, I don't even know what the size is, but basically we have about 200 plus trick-or-treaters every Halloween. A lot of kids. I always let them grab a handful, or certain ones that actually get to choke them, like, take as much as you think you deserve. And most of them, the little kids, their eyes light up and they take like freaking, like, say a dozen pieces. But I always tell Ryan I try to bribe the kids so they don't, do anything bad to our house. It's worked out so far. Sorry, Monk. This was me last stream, getting out here a little too far. Let's press my luck here. If I get past this, I should be fine. Crap. I need to hit all these shots because of him. He's iffy. In the beginning, he wants to kill everything. Unless it's like a, say like a little kid. He's fine with little kids. I was gonna say little people. But, he calms down after, say, the first, like, 15-20 minutes. It's just, adults that he's not entirely comfortable with, because he thinks, you know, they're all coming up to, like, attack us. He's very protective. As you guys saw, you know, a couple streams ago. Why did I do that? I left my side open, and he has the DPM gun on the IS. The fast firing one, where that was a mistake. I could bounce him on the front, but I left just enough of my side to where he hit that. I would say my parents, like, trick-or-treating should be over by the time I had to start the stream. Usually my parents come over and my grandparents, because they like, you know, handing candy out. To where my parents get, like, they probably don't get any more because the only kids living near them are either in high school or graduated. And my grandparents, they get a few, but it's just easier for everyone to come over to our house here and kind of shift or do shifts and give out candy, you know, to kids, like 15-minute intervals. You know, that way it's not like you're stuck out there for like 2 or 3 hours. See, now Levi, it's very good that he doesn't try to attack little children. We did break him of that because he, you know, he still treats, you know, adults as, why are you in my yard? But as far as, like, sometimes I say attack people, he doesn't. He looks like he is. He'll, like, run at you and growl. He doesn't actually, like, bark, but he's wiggling his tail the whole time. And he runs up to someone, shoves his head, like, up in your belly almost, and he just gives you a few little growls, like, don't try anything. And once you pet him, he's fine. Although, you know, if, you know, we're not there, or it's just someone coming to the door and we're not there to tell him, like, stop, he will try to kill somebody. So, yeah. But he was unfortunately not trained exactly how I would like him to be trained to react to people that way. But he's pretty good with listening. Hey, little bud, yeah, we're talking about you. Still scares the hell out of, we have an older couple across the street, here, when the guy, like, I'm out in the front yard and Levi, like, I keep a leash with me, just to put him on it in case, like, a school bus comes by or something. But our neighbor across the street, when he goes and gets his mail sometimes, Levi looks at him and he starts, like, galloping towards him. And the guy kind of gives me a look like, you don't know me yet, dog? Like, he's probably done it at least a couple dozen times. But, yeah. As long as he doesn't bite anybody, I am happy. He's accidentally, when we're playing, bit me a couple times, but yes. Well, he doesn't gum them, because, like, he doesn't put his mouth on anybody, but he's accidentally bit me a couple times when we're playing, like, rough, and, hey, same map here, different side. Since he only has, as far as, like, his main teeth and not the ones in the front, he only has, like, 6 or 7 of them. Your fingers just go right in between the teeth. He can't actually hurt you. and it's just like he's pressing down on you. But because when I'm playing with him, I do get a little bit too rough with him sometimes, but he really likes playing all out. Thanks for tipping him too. Because I'm gonna do the E50M match here. I'm gonna do a raffle after this, and I'm gonna do one more match in the Leopard prototype, and that'll be it for the stream today, since I've got to go get ready to bake all these cupcakes for tonight. Or not tonight, it's for Sunday, but we got to do them all tonight. Don't know why I agreed to this, because we could have just purchased them from a local baking company, but hey, it saves us probably 200 bucks or so. So John the Baptist, guy's name. Oh Lord. And oh my god, why same map, different side, and my team's all in the same 2 squares like the last time. I don't understand why people group up this much on this map. I could have possibly hit him there. I like pressing around here and spotting and getting shots, but I'm alone. Like very alone. I got a ST1. There's only so much 2 tanks can do when there's like 4 or 5 around us. It's just, they know I'm here now. They can get shots from the center if I'm not careful. Someone shoot there? I don't really know. They definitely know I'm here now. I just don't think this crew I have 6th sense on it. Come on, team. Like, push the center. Come to me, something. Anything. Like, we only got 7 minutes. Like, attacking, you don't camp when you're an attacker, because the less amount of time, the more risks you have to take later on. And these guys are not going to stay here forever. Like, I probably would have pushed. I'm lucky no one got down here. But it kind of does, yes. He'll love it, because since, you know, the hotel and restaurants is closed today, he'll actually be able to explore a little bit without getting in trouble. Pros and cons about the E50M. The cons are you have low DPM, your turret armor is abysmal, honestly, for a tier 10 medium at this point, especially when your hull actually has a decent amount of armor. I don't know. I honestly don't know where I want to go. Like, we're up. It's just, if I leave here, you know, we're gonna be pushing the center, but we don't have a lot of people there yet. But you have really good accuracy. Mobility's decent. You can ram the hell out of people. But, you know, the E50M, I would say, is, out of the tier 10 mediums, it is tough to use sometimes, because the turret armor is what kills it. You just can't tank damage if people are shooting at your turret front. It's mainly, you know, meant to use accuracy and sprinkle its armor in and, you know, bully people, but I'm almost done, dog. He's over there like stretching. Yes. I could move. I gotta do something because I can't just sit here. We're down to 4 minutes now. I'm just 2 teams in a row in this map from different sides that like setting up here is all fine and dandy early on in the match, but there comes a point where you gotta start pushing somewhere because right now we're starting to lose our advantage. I don't know how well this is gonna work out for us. I'm gonna try to get into the center here. I can spot better from there. It's just my team, even though they're trying to basically snipe and do long range support, they're dying. Like those guys just took a crap ton of damage trying to push through. You don't push through that way late unless you have them kind of pinned back. I'm right outside their V range, so I can scoot by here. He is, until he's gonna be really mad when I gotta ditch him to go get all the flour and stuff. Throw me a bone, RNG. My main problem here is I'm not already safe. Crap, and I can't pin him unless I get some heat, but there we go. He angled enough of his side. Now we got a little bit of momentum here. Base. All right. Get this T-57. Which I thought I was going to do one more match. I still will, even though it's 11. That way I can run the raffle. Definitely won't be doing anything after that though. There's just a certain time, since it's the off season, that I have to be to pick up the stuff at. That came out wrong, but you guys know what I mean. We really need to cap. There's only 2 minutes left. This is gonna hurt. That really hurt, that last one from the Artie. Okay, we only got a minute left, so... Crapola. Killed him, but lost a ton of HP, and they got reset. Come on. Like, we're probably gonna lose this if this already resets. It's just, again, early on we're blowing time for no reason. Be close. It's just if they reset one of the other 2 guys, we... Whew, thank God we won this. It's just that's too close for comfort when we had the advantage. Oh, Lord. But, which hello, Silver Warrior. Nice to see you over on Twitch. That was, ooh. We gotta win. you know, a little bit lower on damage than I'd like, but lost a ton of credits too. Freaking, I missed a lot of shots. Anyway, need to tip Levi. Gonna do a raffle here. The winner's gonna get 1,000 Levi biscuits. If only Uber. You never know. I'll be surrounded by spiders here very soon when I gotta go under the house here. Okay, so let me start the raffle. Need to wire up the webcam. I can't go up. I gotta go down. I hate crawling under houses. I used to do it as a kind of a side job in high school. Hey, life happens, Silver. I'm glad you can catch the replays at the very least. I know my stream schedule changed somewhat recently too. Alright, so I'm going to be heading south here. Again, this is my last battle for the stream. Thank you very much for watching, guys, today. My next stream, schedule-wise, is Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might pop on for a quick little stream before then, for the Halloween mode, if I, give it a shot before then. I'm just not sure, because this weekend, it's really busy for the last weekend of October. We have a 150 person wedding on Saturday, and they get 1,000 hors d'oeuvres, plus 3-course meal. And then Sunday I've got 180 people for a 4-course luncheon. That's gonna be a blast. I'm glad you like the Halloween decorations behind me here. Is anyone gonna come and help? Probably not. Crap, my turret. Got him out. I took a chance to shoot him because he was going to be the harder one for them to kill. Yeah, I know they do that. Costs some money though. But at least here, with how our crawl space is, and honestly, like almost nobody has a basement here. It's like all sandy soil, but ours is actually fairly dry. Like I've done a pretty good job with keeping everything tidy. Just there's always some bugs down there, but it would be way too much money for what it's worth, honestly, at this point. But I'm still on the phase of I need to finish this room and the one next to it. The people never really insulate it underneath very correctly. It just all fell down. They never secured it. And also clearing out all the debris that they've kind of left under there from, oh god. Yeah, this is AT-15's got me. Oh well, got a little bit ahead of myself. Thought the AT-15 was a little bit further back and he wasn't, but yeah. But yeah, I've looked into it though. It's just, that might be like year 4 of the house. But I don't know, I might stick around for the end to see how quick this goes, but there's about a minute left on the raffle here. Well, we actually, like when I say like I'm gonna be surrounded by spiders, underneath our house, surprisingly, it's just one side I've gotta fix a little bit. It's almost bone dry. There's not really any bugs or anything, to be honest, outside of the all the crawl spaces here are the hello Menz 80. This is my last match, unfortunately, but thanks for you know, popping in the chat on Twitch. Where the vents are for the sides of the foundation, there's always a lot of bugs there, but I don't really come across anything underneath. No, especially no termites or anything. But occasionally I guess come across camel crickets, the sprickets, camel spider or spider crickets, whatever you want to call them. Congratulations for the winning the raffle. I'm gonna draw another winner as well too. 2 winners here. Congratulations, Fix It Man, for winning as well. But yeah, Ryan's job is to clean inside. I'm always the one to take care of the outside stuff, so I know who to ask though if I have any questions about stuff like that though. Well, I get made fun of, to be honest, because I have a full suit. I got little goggles and everything. Mainly, like it's so dusty and sandy under there, it's hard to breathe if you don't have a mask and whatnot. But anyway, enough about talking about crawling under houses on a tank stream. Thanks again for watching, guys. It was a pretty fun stream. I'll be back Sunday at the very latest. Okay, Evil Shark. Well, congrats, Evil Shark, for winning the raffle. Thanks for that. Yes, those things, I see, you know, I see like 1 or 2 at the most under my house at times. There was a lot when we first moved in, but that was because they had the heat under there, and it was dumping all the water under the house, the condensation. But we fixed that. Yeah, that's why we spent so much money on a heating and cooling. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. My next scheduled streams 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Outside of that, you know, I might pop in before then for a quick little stream for the Halloween mode. But otherwise, have a very nice weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Hopefully some of you guys Sunday. Have a very nice weekend at the very least.